My
No,
apologies.
it's okay. Go ahead.
But okay, as that was playing out, I actually did remember his name. I believe it was Carl Rockamundra.
That's right.
Um, so we got the evidence to him. He got the payment to us, or to Chapman and Books anyway. And meanwhile, our attempt at meeting Vanper Lanlith went about as well as Doc Ocean thought it might, and we were ambushed by well, look, we had to try. The money, it just was, I couldn't just turn away from it. But anyway, we got ambushed by some Vargur, ran away from them, and now we've been tasked with killing Vanper Lanlith, which I'm 100% in favor of, unless he can pay us extremely well to not kill him. But we also
What's
have
the
to.
reward? It's like 1,000,000 space bucks, right?
Well,
1.5 million. 1.5 million.
That's mainly for the destruction of the AI, though, right? I mean,
It's for both. The conditions are kill him, destroy the equipment.
okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'm not having second thoughts. I'm just looking for an angle.
I don't know if Vanper Lanlith has the money to outbid that.
Probably
so-
not. He's never had any money as long as we've known him. That we've seen. So anyway, so that's the goal, I believe. Now is we've arrived in the midst of some shenanigans, and we're gonna try to. I think the idea was to try to sneak through, basically, and only shoot anyone that we had to, except for him. Well, I guess that includes him and anybody that tries to get in our way.
Rockamundra has intel and knows exactly where he is. He is on what was Imperial Naval Depot, but the Reavers came and knocked it over and took it over, and this just happened like the intel is fresh. So this has happened like a week ago, and right along that time you find out. So maybe 2 weeks ago, you find out that Vanper Lanlith is headed there to make a deal, probably with the Reavers, with the AI, to try to make another profit. And you hope to find him there. Well, so here you are. You jump into Bowman, you fly into the station, and you shoot down a pinnace, a starship, and you find out that its signal, once you get close enough and start kind of jousting with it and take it out, that it was an ICZ Imperial Naval vessel. And you space it, and then you come around. There was some discussion of whether or not you destroy the second ship, but then you didn't, is my understanding. So you come around, and you're orbiting this station. And just as a review, this is kind of what you see as you come into visual range. There's just chaos, 0G combat. There are chunks of the station that have been destroyed. They're floating away. There's bodies floating in space, and people in vac suits that are out on the surface. You can see the main entrance here. It looks like a group of Reavers are defending it and trying to prevent entry from this 0G assault, probably from the pinnace that's now, their boats have been burned on the shore. So the only way they can survive is breaking through these Reavers, getting inside. You don't know what's going on inside, but you do a circle around the station and you find where ships are supposed to dock. But the actual docking section has been ripped off, and it's open to the elements. And you can't land, but you could bring the lady to where that section is and then 0G in, open it, and enter it. From that section, you don't see any... it looks like it's been damaged. You think you could get the doors open, but there's nobody out here, there's nobody in vac suits that you can see, and there's no equipment operating just in that section that usually does loading and docking. So, What do you all do?
There's nobody monitoring the docking section.
Well, it looks like it was destroyed, and by the way, of note, down there, cold and dark and seemingly unattended is the starship, a fast trader.
I mean,
Yeah.
3 undefended starship up for grabs, maybe.
Well, is there not space to land? Probably not, right?
No, you'll have to 0G
The
from where it
EVA,
is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, we know we have the lady. We let's not get too greedy here. We got a mission to finish if opportunity presents itself.
Did you say that we know where Vanper Lanlith is here?
No. Yeah, you're not sure where in the facility he is.
Okay.
All right. What do you think, Duck Ocean?
0G on in there, man.
All right. So who's staying on the ship? Who do you leave on the ship?
I think everybody who's not currently has a player here representing their character.
We could do that.
This is the strike team.
So do you take all the NPCs to help you with your strike team? It's an odd mix because they're not as well trained, but it makes sense. I forgot to bring that up, but
Which NPCs?
you have.
I was gonna say, Lothak maybe. I don't know about Isabella and Velez. If things are, really heated here, I don't want to get them in the middle of a firefight and they get killed.
All right. You leave Shipley and Books to operate the lady and stay in contact with them. You have radios, obviously, and you come around. They stabilize the lady on the outside, and you enter EVA, and you start floating down until you can make it to a door, and you operate and open the door.
By the way, it's vac suit, cutlass, pistol, revolver.
Back suit and rifle for me.
Vac suit, rifle, and pistol for me, I think.
All right. Remind me of it when it gets into combat, But you should be looking. This is something you would have noticed. It was 0G combat, so they were using laser weapons. And they had ablative armor.
Well, that won't do them any good against a cutlass.
Actually, yeah, I'll have my cutlass too. Why not?
This is exactly why cutlasses are still a thing.
Yeah.
Just like Dune.
So if you want to be ready with those numbers of what the bonuses and penalties are, that would help. But all right, so you come through a. This has like a ceiling, like a hatch that you come through. I'll describe this area around you. This looks like some kind of maintenance bay. You can see that above and behind you, not depicted here, are like catwalk sections. You can go up and access those hatches into it turns out to be the hangars. It looks like the docking clamps and the pressurization for the hangars have been damaged or were in some state of disrepair. You see a bunch of technical equipment everywhere. There's a whole bench of that stuff, and you also see dead bodies. These dead are Imperial Naval personnel. They have been dead for some time.
Do they look like ICZ or otherwise?
Otherwise.
Okay.
And You also have here, there's no one else in here, which is also strange. There are 3 doors here to the south. This is pressurized, by the way, and you have air again. What do you do?
I say we pick a direction and we start dungeon crawling.
Okay. Well, the directions. Okay, where do we come in?
There's like an access into a catwalk that has like a, and then like a ladder that goes up, so it's above you,
Like
and then there's like hatches that go into. Yeah, this area is like a maintenance and service area. It's probably not intended to be the main entrance into that hangar bay, but that's how you came in.
Okay.
The
I
main
say.
priority is look for a computer or control panel or something so we can get a map or floor scheme.
All right. Let's. I'm guessing we don't see something like that in here.
Nope.
Let's turn to our left, right on the right side of the map. Whoops. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I opened. Oh my goodness, what's going on? There's verisimilitude happening.
Integrated into BTT.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah, let's go over here.
Okay. And if you guys prefer to move your tokens, we can do that. Just let me know whatever's more fun for you.
What is the gravity environment in here? What's the situation?
It seems like the grav plating is active. It's like a standard 1G.
Okay. Well then, how is everybody's vac suit? Does anybody have the actual vac suit skill?
Only one, just basic traveler stuff.
I have vac suit 2.
That's great, because then maybe we can figure out a way to turn off the station's gravity. Because we all know how to use our vac suits. I don't know if they will.
I'm thinking.
Anyway, let's go through this door. Just an idea. If we happen to find a computer terminal.
We instigate a major tactical shift in this scenario that is not otherwise in our business.
All right, so you open this door. The power to it, it's unlocked. The power to it still works. Inside here, especially Bellamy, but well, all of you, your time in the service, you would immediately recognize the layout of this. This is a barracks area, a barracks and mess area, and there is like a CQ desk here. The CQ desk has computers that are still on and active. It looks like they were recently used. The doors along these corridors appear to be unlocked.
I'm gonna take a hall position. Whoa! What the heck? The thing just shot me out.
Oh, you're still here.
Yeah, but it's for some reason it like it zoomed me way out and then slung me across the screen. And I'm also turned sideways. Anyways, I'd like to look down the hall and maybe send Doc Ocean. Could you have a look around the other corner?
Yeah, I got you. I'll take point on the other corner.
You guys are going to do a little room clearing stuff here.
Well, and then Chapman, if you want to have a look at whatever you can find on the computers.
Lothak follows your lead and fans out and covers the other door.
I try to move my token and it's coming up with an error, Ross.
Okay, let me see if I can give you control.
If Lothak's going to go by that door, I'm going to ask her to use her ears to listen and smell super hard. See if she can detect anything on the other side of that door.
She turns back to you and she says, "Fire, carbon laser fire? A lot of it. Something fighting on the other side of the door."
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
I, of course, want to see what was last being looked at or used on this computer before I go closing tabs and opening new ones.
Yeah, someone was like playing solitaire. That was the last thing happening. It looks like it hasn't been. It's been left up and hasn't been touched. Like you clear the whatever works for a screensaver, you know, like, and then yeah, on the monochrome screen you have like a.
The most basics of how to operate this is I'm going to start by trying to look up a map of the of the facility.
Okay. That will require a, let me go down here to this other one. That will require, for you, because you don't have computer 1, right?
No, I do not.
No problem. Okay. For you, that will require a check as you search around and try to guess how to actually get into, like, the security of the system. If you can pass one check, though, you can access it. Otherwise, you're left looking at, like, CQ rosters. I'll give you a few things. If you fail the check, I'll tell you what you can see.
All right, what is that, 8 or higher?
Yep. Go ahead, Bellamy.
You said the body had been dead a while?
Yes, a long while.
Okay. So that means whoever's playing solitaire on this machine is part of the crew that killed whoever that is out there. And then whoever's attacking them now is probably an entirely different group.
It adds
Wait,
up
so
to me.
if we took out the pinnace that belonged to Iterati, right?
That's right.
Then who's fighting?
Well, at the very least, at the front entrance, you could see that there were ICZ troopers that were fighting at the front entrance.
Okay, but that ship that we saw, the Far Trader, that's
Fast Trader. It's an A1, but with souped-up engines and power plant and stuff.
yeah. I mean,
I'm a little bit
I
outside
keep
of
saying-
what the status quo is, but it could have just been this was a naval vessel. Reavers went to take it, and now ICZ showed up, maybe.
Well, yeah, this was definitely a naval facility.
I mean, that's the sequence of who's fighting who right now, and you know who was the last person playing solitaire here with some Reaver.
What'd you get on the dice roll?
Just a 6. I failed.
All right, let me tell you what you do see. Your assumptions are quickly made clear that all of that stuff was simply left in the background, and it hasn't been updated in over 2 weeks. But of the information, you can see that in this barracks, there are a bunch of Imperial Naval personnel listed as this being their barracks, when their duty rotations are, some notes from, I think, an ensign who seems very displeased with the work here, and you determine that it looks like the CO of this very small unit is Ensign Garvel. It looks like also you're able to infer that this is actually an Imperial Naval munitions depot.
Okay.
All right, Doc Ocean, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking we need to go out there and start putting feelers out in the battlefield and see where we stand.
That sounds super dangerous.
Well, if I can't get anywhere with the computer, then I do think we need to find somebody to talk to at least. And the nearest presence of life we know of is that battlefield happening on the other side of that door. I wouldn't mind just like poking around a few more rooms though before we resort to that.
Let me just remind you, if we stick our head out there, we're going to have to pick a side. Or try to kill everyone.
So did you say that Vanper Lanlith is here to make a deal with the Reavers, right?
I don't think that's not like confirmed intel. It's just,
Gotcha.
what you do know
Most
is that
likely.
Reavers took the base and then Vanper Lanlith showed up right after. So maybe maybe is a Reaver, like who knows, right? Like that. Okay.
And yeah, I think we need to just keep exploring without getting involved in the battle directly yet. It's my opinion.
All right. How do you guys do it, Bellamy? How are you thinking about clearing this area?
Sorry, I was saying goodnight to my kids.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
Good night. Love you. Quiet. All right. Just, yeah, me too, but... Okay. Sorry, head back in the game.
Oh, it's okay.
I think, I mean, my instinct is the opposite, honestly. I think we should trust to luck and hope we can come across something, because if the fight's going on out there, that means they're defending this opening here, which means what's important is what's behind it where we are. And I think we need to try and find what's important and get out before they even know we were here.
Yeah. So, how do you want to stack up, kind of to move through here? What are you thinking?
I mean, I say just clear door by door, starting with the top left, like.
Okay. Do you want to keep Lothak and Chapman guarding the southern area, or one guard or no guards?
Lothak can probably move pretty quick if she needs to.
Okay.
So just have her, if it seems like it's coming closer to the door, then have her whistle or something and...
Sure. Okay. Chapman, you want to try opening that door? Or what do you want to do? Yeah. It's not locked. You can click on it. It should open.
I assume we're probably trained in like close quarters, like, tactics and everything, how to go through a door smart without getting shot in the back.
Yeah.
On the other side, and you see a room. It looks like this bed was recently used. There doesn't seem to be any really useful items in here. Just bric-a-brac, someone's belongings. Nothing like identification or ammo or tech or anything like that. But you can tell that it was recently slept in.
All right, this is barracks. I propose a let's quickly check all the doors. Just
yeah, Doc Ocean, what do you want to do? Oops.
Whoa, hold on. I just tried to move my person and I got all turned around. There we go. Okay, I just go up to this door and I look at Bellamy and I give him a nod and open it.
All right, you can open it. All right, you see the same thing in this room. There are 4 beds in here. They're shared and partitioned footlockers. It looks like the beds are untidy and were left unmade. But they were recently slept in.
oh, they were attacked while they probably just got out there shortly before we got here.
All right. These next ones look a little nastier.
Yeah, you see a streak of blood along the floor. The VTT doesn't show it well, but it's long dried. It's black.
All right. Same deal as before. We'll just take turns. You guys back me up. I'm going to open up this door. Did it unlock, LaRosse?
It should be unlocked, yeah.
Okay.
Lothak, she comes around the corner here. She says, she hisses down the doorway. She says, with her weapon in hand, she says, "Guys, I think we're going to have company soon. We got to hurry up, whatever we're doing." And then she goes back and guards the door.
Okay, I think maybe we can assume what's behind that next door and maybe skip ahead to just going all the way down the hallway.
Agreed.
Deeper into the station.
There is a dead body in here, actually. And it smells awful in here. And you get a change in pressure. It feels like this door hasn't been opened in a while.
Yeah, let's...
So either the Reavers have been here a long time or the ICZ people have been here for a long time. One of the two.
Yeah. And they didn't feel like cleaning up these barracks because they didn't need this many beds to sleep in.
Does this one have an Imperial uniform also?
Yes.
I think we should check out this
Behind door
door.
number
If it
3.
leads further into the station, then we should call Lothak back and kind of retreat further back into the station.
Also, Ross, can you move my token for me? Because every time I move it, it slings me across the screen, and it's kind of crazy.
Sure.
Thank you.
Ooh. I don't know if we can open this door.
Yeah, so it looks like this door is locked.
Right. I'm going to quickly check this dead body to see if it has anything that would help us unlock a door on it.
You find nothing of value on that dead body.
Damn it.
What kind of lock? I mean, is it what kind of door?
It seems electrically locked. The door does not seem... It seems like you could break it, but if you failed a strength check to break it, it would make a lot of noise and time would pass with the attempt. But it looks possible to just burst through the door, but it's electronically locked.
Yeah. Let's do it. I will try with the butt of my cutlass
Okay.
to smash the the appropriate part of the panel or whatever.
All right, roll under strength.
That is exactly at my strength.
Oh, okay. I think that passes then. All right, you kick it
You
open.
say so. All right.
An alarm, a mild alarm sounds, and there's an alarm on the screen that you can hear beeping back at the CQ entrance. Beep, 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 beep. Is it? It can tell that like a lock was burst through.
All right. Well, what's in here? The shower.
This is the bathroom.
Do you go inside? Oh well, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And actually, I apologize. This is the head, first of all. And inside the head is a body of another naval person. This naval person looked like they were trying to crawl away when they were shot dead.
Okay.
Grim.
Okay. I say we quickly backtrack to the original room that we
hangar.
entered in through the
Yeah, the
maintenance
hangar
room.
and go through the other door. Agreed.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm slow on the uptake. I was going to mention that this is a Imperial naval person. That's obvious to you, and he has the epaulets of an ensign.
Does he have a key card of any sort?
You check his body.
Yeah.
You rustle around on his body, and you find a key card.
Oh, thank God. Okay, back to the hangar.
All right, if that's the case, let me put you guys together. I'm just going to consolidate your tokens and move you. And you can actually Lothak. So I'm going to move you right to the door. And Lothak is like right here, and you can actually see the door is about to open.
Oh, let's quickly go through.
Okay, you quickly go through. The door is still open. You can actually... I'm going to see if you can do it. No. You have like a second to close this door if you wanted, or you could leave it open.
Let's close it.
This door, by the way, you left open.
Oh, well.
And there's an alarm going off on the computer.
Oh, well. Can we
That's a
jam this door?
distraction.
Can we jam
They
this
will
door
check
shut?
that out for a second.
How
Yeah.
did-
Can we
Yeah.
can we rig that? Well, again, everyone has engineering 1, so
Well,
Let's
how do you do it? Just describe how would you jam
bust the
this door?
panel and reverse hotwire it. Reverse the
Okay.
polarity of the neutron flow.
Okay, so I'm going to give you some options here. You can do what you're doing right now on a rush if you can pass a engineering 1 check. And you just roll a 2d6 to get an 8. An alternative is if you can think of an object to use to pull it off. Like if you can keep from doing that, you can just jam it if you can think of a way to do it.
Well, there's a whole tool chest area over there next to the pizza slices. It
Yeah.
looks like there's screwdrivers and pliers and all sorts of stuff over there. I'm sure we could rig something up.
There is like
Well, I
mean, there's a saw.
ancient
There's a-
pizza that's left out here. Lothak
Is
gets
there
some of it.
There's a power saw there, for God's sake.
blowtorch?
So you grab the power
Wait,
saw.
I
and-
don't know. What did you ask?
Is there a blowtorch?
Ooh.
It doesn't need to be a fancy one. It can be one of those tiny little hand ones. All we
Yeah.
need to do is make a couple of, like, just glue in a couple of places, and that's enough to make that door way harder to open.
So I'm going to treat this as like fictionally true. I think this is like a power wash station. I mean, am I wrong? Look at the nozzle and everything. And then I think this is literally trash. And then I think you've got a heavy steel ruler and an MRE. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's maybe another saw, a level, a saw, tools, pizza.
I'm
Some
saying that
napkins.
with that hammer, the screwdriver,
explosives, and then like
Okay.
a bunch of stuff. So here, there's like a bunch of crates here. You could crack the crates open, but that'll take time
no
as well.
time, no time.
You also, by the
Hammer-
way, you also have a tug and a forklift.
Okay. Okay. All right. Doc Chapman into the forklift.
Right.
As I'm
Like
grabbing
Austin
the
Powers.
I'm grabbing I'm grabbing the pliers and the screwdriver and the hammer,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, Chapman, grab those explosive barrels. I don't know. You probably can't grab them. They look huge.
I'll say it'll take a
He's got
couple
a
of
forklift.
turns to get it to get the. Yeah, actually, you could use the forklift. You just put it on the
Are you
forklift.
trained for
Yeah, do you have forklift
Am I
one?
forklift certified?
ground
Do you have
vehicle one?
Yeah,
maybe?
you have vehicle one. Yeah.
I do not. This is
It's a really
That's
bad
okay.
idea.
No, it'll still work. It's just it could get
I was
complicated.
gonna say I'm down to just park the forklift in front of the doors.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, why don't you just park in front of the
You want to take the forklift and just jam it up to where like it can't get past the door, like just jam it to the door.
Exactly.
All right, no problem. You
Yeah.
do that. You move the forklift to the door and you just obstruct it to where it can't get past the forklift, and it causes enough noise to where, sure enough, all of a sudden you hear banging and stuff, and people are trying to investigate the door.
Okay. While I'm doing that, can you guys check out one of these other two doors?
Yeah. I'm gonna check the leftmost door. I think.
Okay.
I'm guessing that
I'll
the
check this
southern
one
door is
down.
gonna lead back to the battle.
I lean my ear close to the door and see if I can hear anything.
Lothak comes up and joins you and helps, and there's no doubt in your mind that there's a huge laser rifle battle going on right on the other side of that door.
Maybe that's the door we put the explosives next to.
Do you
Get
want
at least one? We'll get one barrel over next in front of that door.
Okay, you put a barrel of explosives next to the door. I just want to make sure I understand.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Meanwhile, you said you go to this door. What do you do at that door?
Open it.
You open the door. Okay.
Yep.
It's unlocked. You see a dining facility on the other side. It is immaculate and clean. It looks like it's operational and in common use. There's no one inside. You see two doors. Another main double door over here, and then there's a door here and a door further into the dining facility.
I feel like we need to go in the northward direction, like dungeon north.
Yeah.
That's just a feeling. I'd like to put that barrel there and then, like,
Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
Okay, so you're going to go north. Okay, so what do you do at the door at the north?
Open
Lothak
it.
stays here and acts as a listening post as before.
Probably going to be a supply room or something.
All right, Doc Ocean, you want to crack it open?
Yeah.
Okay, on the other side, I'll just put you in there. Yeah, on the other side, you see a mess area where, kitchen, like a sinks are and stuff. And there are 2 doors to either side. I'll just go ahead and open them and show you because there's nothing. There's just like, this is a whole mess area with ovens and the ability to quickly cook stock, normal, boring naval rations and at a DFAC. So,
question: is there a fire extinguisher anywhere or in this kitchen?
there is absolutely a halon fire extinguisher.
Is it a super heavy duty one that would be a pain in the butt to carry around, or do we got like a hand one?
You can find both. Hand ones are used. You can find one in the back. The larger ones are used to like put out an area below someone or on the ground and stop a fire from spreading. But they have both.
Okay.
Along with other emergency equipment.
I'm taking a small one for myself. It's always a generally good tool to have for schemes, and I think that's all I'll need from the kitchen.
Okay. Actually, I gotta look this up. So, you know, Lothak comes up to you, Doc Ocean. I see you come up to this door. You can see it's clearly locked. Lothak, but you can hear a bunch of noises on the other side of the door. This door doesn't seem especially strong. And Lothak, you hear like, you know, these noises. And Lothak is like, that's Gaveg.
Gaveg?
Yeah, it's the language of my people.
Yeah, that means that's probably where Vanper Lanlith is. We know he's got a team of Vargar working for him.
Okay. Do we have a good idea about how, if we have a chance to get the drop on them, what we could do?
Let's roll a barrel of explosives in there and shoot it.
Explosive barrel, exactly.
All right. Doc, you and I get ready to go back out into the maintenance room and quickly grab an explosive barrel together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll hang by the door with Lothak with a pistol and cutlass in case it should open, but...
there's banging going on this door on the other side, but they seem completely unable to do anything about the forklift problem. So you get a barrel, and in a couple of turns, you're able to move it over to this entrance. And what do you do next?
I propose that Lothak should be our diversion here. Should shout something, perhaps from the other side of the door, and then when it opens, we shoot the barrel.
Okay.
Lothak should shout some stuff and then run.
Okay. Yeah, she shouts.
We're ready to roll the barrel. Okay.
The barrel should be positioned before we do this.
Sure. Like, and then you're gonna try to draw people over. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Or do you want to try to roll it in the room? You want to try to open the door ourselves and roll it in? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I guess, okay, you're right. Like, we'll just keep it, like positioned right there, and then they'll open the door. I see what you're saying. Ross, my question is, do these tables look like they could stop a bullet?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, then I say we tip over a couple of tables and form multiple layers of barricade between ourselves and the door.
Okay. You can absolutely do that while you're, you know, maybe somebody else is doing that while you're trying to, maybe Doc Ocean or something, but you have a full heavy cover now, like a firing position.
Yeah. We're going to have Lothak shout something in Vargar, try to get their attention so then we can lure them to open the door, blow it up, probably, you know, bait them into coming out for a firefight, and if we have to, we're ready to retreat back out into the maintenance room and then up the catwalks.
Yeah. I'm really hoping Vampar's in there and that this is his only escape route.
All right, let's see here. Is everybody ready in the position they're going to be in when it happens?
I need to be behind a table, I guess, but
These are like the tables that I proposed that you create like a fighting position in.
Yeah.
Move all the
Then I'd like
tables
to
around.
be over in this one.
All right.
Are our guns useful right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so actually the funny thing is that rifles, shotguns, and swords are better than what they're using. Because they're prepared for like a boarding action in 0G, so they're using a blade of armor and laser rifles, and you have slug throwers, and it'll go through a blade of armor at a +1. So, +3 with no armor, +1 with a blade. Okay, so here we go. She goes, "Gah, gah, 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 gah." She yells something in the most commanding voice you've ever heard Lothak yell, and then she like jumps over the table, and you hear people eventually run, and they yell for a while, and she yells back, and then they unlock and open the door, and you see
Man's
4
firing.
Varger. You fire into this thing here. Let's see here.
It looks like there's more behind them, too.
Oh yes.
Does.
Oh, my God.
I mean, they're not stupid. They probably took the same cautions we have been.
You create this ridiculous fury explosion that I'm not even going to do the math. It would easily kill all these poor people. And I think it actually exists next to a rack of munitions, which sets off a pretty catastrophic explosion.
Good thing we're in our vac suits.
And several things happen after this.
I love it when he says that.
These people are turned into salsa. And then this person is as well. And even though I can't depict it on the VTT, an entire section here is blown out. So I think I can depict it. What am I talking about? They blow out this door. This door is destroyed. Oh, I can get rid of walls too. What am I talking about? I'm in control of the VTT. I can do whatever I want. There's a whole section here that's just gone now. And after the smoke clears, you don't look upon like a bunch of people. You know, this guy, he's probably thrown against the wall. I will actually roll for damage for him. And give him a chance. Yeah, no, he's dead. Okay. This person is down amidst some debris, coughing. There's like smoke and fire and everything everywhere. And this area is left open now, and you can actually see like laser fire crisscrossing back and forth in an open firefight as this is all going on. And then you hear something in that Gveg language, and they say like, "Do it now!" And all of a sudden you hear a motor running and something like running towards this door, towards this space.
Do it now.
Oh boy.
What do you do? There's something like some vehicular noise that's like running towards that.
Run.
Run and grab more explosives. We have other barrels of explosives. Let's plant them in here.
Well, whatever that is, oh Lord.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we
well,
got run and get
away.
more run away. Okay, yeah. All right, so you run back into the previous room. We'll just start with that, okay? And then like someone else seems to have had a similar idea because there is a piece of ground support equipment loaded up with some of the station's munitions. And
This is glorious.
they are ramming it into this wall, which once again experiences another explosion in the station. I'm going to take out basically all of these walls.
God.
And not only does it take out this wall, but I'm going to put a token back there and show you, because you'll be able to see from where you are all this happening. You like run back in time, obviously, take cover before this happens, and an entire section of the station is just basically exposed to vacuum, and like people, I wonder if I can draw this, but you know, reflexively, because you have vac suit 1, at least put your helmet back on, and this section here, I'm wondering if I can draw it.
I have a question when you're ready, Ross.
Okay. Whoop. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Oh, well, it won't let me feel it. Oh, yeah, no, I can feel it. Black. No? Solid, that's what there we go. I'm gonna just make a big hole in the Sorry, wrestling. Almost got a big hole in the Here we go. Okay. Now I'm going to drag you guys back just so you can see what happened. Dock Ocean. Everybody should be able to see Dock Ocean stuff. So this entire wall is gone. Can everybody see Dock Ocean?
No.
Okay, I'll fix that.
If I click on Dock Ocean, now I can see what he sees, I think.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, click on him, yeah. So these walls are all gone. And the DFAC is shattered and stuff's thrown everywhere and shards of metal. And they're all getting sucked rapidly into this giant hole. Now this big circular area is a place to receive ships and cargo. And it's meant to send and receive munitions from the depot. But you have blown a hole in it and out into space. And a bunch of people are, first of all, like a whole bunch of the fighters are just dead. And I'm going to roll when I get a second here to see how many of the combatants just like fly off into space. But they have vac suits on anyways, but you definitely introduced a new problem there for them. Alright, what do you do next?
You said there was a vehicle that was coming our direction. Did we get any sense of what that was about?
Yeah, it was a ground support equipment that was full of explosives, and it just rammed into the wall that you also tried to blow up. So, like, after that explosion, they just did the same thing, but with more explosives, and now it's like blown a chunk in the station.
So we need to go in there. I mean, there's no more explosives nearby there anyway. Everything went up.
No, there's more explosives if you want to use those.
I had a thought about it. Does it sound like the guys are still trying to get through the door blocked by the forklift, or have they given up on that?
Well, unfortunately, there's no way that you could be able to hear anything now. You've got a helmet on. There's like just like a cacophony of stuff getting sucked out this hole as everything rapidly depressurizes. You can feel the change in pressure actually moving you, and yeah. But you're not, it's not dragging you out through that hole yet. You only have a matter of moments before probably it just vents, and yeah.
I say we close this door here, put a explosive in front of this door, put explosive in front of this door, both doors, and then just wait and shoot it whenever somebody comes through.
I mean, what's our ultimate goal with that? Just kill whoever knows of our presence?
See, the thing is, I think Lanlith is on the other side of those Varker. And that means probably the AI is as well.
But are we going to be able to get over there now that there is a giant hole in the station?
Suits. We're in vac suits.
The grav plating is still active, by the way. It's no doubt probably in that room it's not, or it's different or malfunctioning, but where you are it seems to still have power and it hasn't stopped working yet.
Yeah, so
We haven't gone up the catwalks yet, have we?
I thought we came
That's where
down
we came
those.
from.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Frost,
Um,
can a forklift fit through any of these doors?
Only if you blast the door down with it. Like if you just ram it into the door and, you know.
Because my thought was that we could just send another explosion over in that direction by loading up the forklift with one of our explosive barrels.
I should
then,
clarify,
you
it'll
know-
fit through this door. It's designed to do... This is a double door right here.
Gotcha.
But it's closed currently, but...
yeah, I mean we're gonna have to make our way into there, I think. So, if explosives is the way, then let's try it. The problem is the forklifts is the only thing keeping those other people out.
Well, you also have a tug.
Right. Well, that's even bigger.
All right, so we got let's narrow it down. So we got one vote for like fighting your way in. We've got one vote for hunkering down and waiting, and then any other ideas before we pick one of those?
I think we kind of need to fight our way through.
Okay, so and that swings the vote as well. So, all right, as far as fighting the way through, so you're help me understand. You're talking about taking the tug, putting a bunch of explosives on it, and then driving it out through here, and then ramming it into the fight.
Well, I was picturing that idea that it would go westward, not south. But I don't know. I mean, we don't know who's south other than, I guess, ICZ and Reavers, and I don't have any reason for us to try to get any of them shooting at us. We're just here for the Vargar and for Lanlith.
All right.
Yeah, I agree.
So the only options left before you go in the defac, or do you want to carry anything with you like tools or extra explosives?
Yes to extra explosives. And,
Okay.
And yeah, well, I mean, I already grabbed those tools from before, so... might as well
Lothak puts a big bunch of it onto her back, and you make it into the defac. Now, the first thing that you see is you actually see a forklift making its way this way. Come on, Founder, let me scribble. Lines... Scribbling. Is it going to let me scribble? It's going that way.
Oh, man. We gotta pull a Jaws here, guys.
Jaws?
Yeah, we're gonna have to roll an explosive barrel over to where those guys are and shoot it.
Rust, is that forklift, is it being operated by a person, or is it just being sucked by the hole?
It's being operated by a Vargar, but you can tell there are people behind it using it as cover, essentially.
Gotcha. Then yeah, I agree with Captain. Let's try to roll an explosive barrel just in the and shoot at it when it gets like adjacent to the forklift.
Okay. You get ready to roll. I'm gonna get these Vargar out of the way. You get ready to roll this this barrel, and then you can see who's behind the forklift. It is a Vargar that you recognize. You served with them in the Fifth Frontier War. And meanwhile, with them is also Vanper Lanlith, who they seem to be dragging along with them, and Vanper Lanlith is holding a flight case.
Okay, well now's the time. Moment of truth.
You're gonna roll the barrel in and blow them up?
Yep.
All right. Let's see here. So I'm going to put your tokens back here. And, all right. I'm thinking how this is going to work. I think you're going to have to... Someone's going to have to risk themselves and go out into potential fire. That's what it comes down to. One person with that barrel is going to have to go out and roll it out. Everybody else can see clearly and provide covering fire, but which will change, you know, anybody shooting at them, but who's it?
I will do it.
All right. Bellamy takes the barrel and you start rolling it. I'm going to move you out in front of everybody. So you get like right here, and then people start shooting at you. From over here. And you need to... I assume that your friends help you out and start like providing covering fire as you try to roll this barrel out. So I'm going to give them... What is your armor currently against assault rifles?
It's a vac suit, which counts as cloth.
Okay, I can look at it.
I've got the... okay, let's see. Versus cloth, what are they using?
Automatic rifle, it's plus or minus one.
Minus one.
All right, and then additionally, they are at long range. Wait, no, that's, yeah.
So they should.
I think that's going to be, so that'll be -1, and then additionally, I'll say it's another -4 because they're basically suppressed. So they like try to come out here and they start trying to shoot and they take cover. -4, you got to survive that 1, 2, 3, 4 times. All right, here we go.
God.
All right, 9 -4 is 5. Misses. Misses. Misses.
Oh.
Misses.
Oh.
All right, these rounds are flying over you and you're rolling this barrel. You throw the barrel, it starts rolling, and then you turn around and you start running back, and you dive back into cover. And this time, I'm actually going to give them a chance to survive. So, because they're on the other side of it, so the whole point. This little poor Varger here that's driving the thing is not going to stand a chance as you... shoot at the barrel! This explodes. Let's see here. I'm going to give them... They're going to be able to dive into the open. That's going to be the first thing as a dex check, and then it'll be some damage. Passes. Passes. They dive out of the way of the explosion. Vanper Lanlith has this flight case, and Kavarg makes it to his companions, and he turns around and he's like, leave the damn human, and then they like literally take him, the flight case, and they just kick him towards you all, and they just like retreat.
Oh God. Yeah, well, we got to pursue.
Oh, you're gonna try to take out the Varger that fled?
Well, they took the case, didn't they?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds like victory for us.
First of all, do we recognize the case?
Yeah, it's the same flight case that had the AI in it.
Okay.
Captain, is there a chance of us bluffing and telling Vampire if he wants to live, he needs to surrender himself to us?
No, I'm not even going to try to dissemble. I mean, if they're running, right, the Barger?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to just run right up to him and smack him in the head with the pistol and take the case and check to make sure it's got the thing in it.
He comes up to you with a smile, a little bit covered in blood. You don't even have to walk all the way toward him. He's like, I'm so happy to see you all. Oh, this place, it's insane.
Yeah, well, I don't want to let my conscience have too much time to intervene here, so I just need to check the case before I shoot him.
All right, what do you grab the case from him?
Yes.
All right, you grab the case from him. It's definitely the right case. And Sarah appears from it, and she's like, "Hello again, Captain."
Hello. Excuse me for a second, and then I'll shoot Lanlith.
I was going to ask Ross, do we have recording equipment in any kind? They want the proof that we just killed him.
Yeah, absolutely, because you have it from the last mission. So yeah, you you confirm that Vanper Lanlith is dead, and she says, God, what does she say? She says, they used me.
What did they use you for?
To unlock the weapon.
Oh, that's bad. So does that mean you know how to stop it?
I think that there is a small chance, approximately 12.7% chance, that we may be able to intervene.
Does doing so require us to stay on this station, or is it time to head back to our ship? Because I don't like being here.
Our chances of being able to intervene are much smaller if we stay on this station. Is there a way that we can leave?
Yes.
Let's vamoose.
Do you go back the way you came in?
I think so.
Okay. There is one chance. Let's see if they can... No, I rolled too high. They still can't get the forklift out of the way. They've been trying this whole time.
Gotcha.
So, you make it back to the catwalk and back to the hangars. You've got your EVA suit on. You got the flight case. And what do you do with the fast trader? You just leave it, blow it up, try to search through it. If you can not be, take the risk of being discovered by one of the other two forces.
Can we drive it?
Yeah, you have the crew. You could also just meet the lady out with the fast trader and fly it off.
Let's do that.
Yeah. I guess if we could just do that. If
Okay.
we could just take 2 ships instead of 1, that would be better.
That's what I'm saying. Free ship.
We got
just
a
sitting
fleet,
there.
man. We got a fleet.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, you take off with the fast trader. It looks like the lady, except it's like got, better engine, better power plant. It's a little bit swanky inside, pretentiously and distastefully so.
There's like fuzzy dice.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah. So you take off with the fast trader and make it out into space. Let's see here. Let's get on board the lady. It is good you left when you did. On your radar, you can actually see that there are a large number of ships coming from different directions. And you had about 1 hour left.
Goodness gracious.
The problem is that the fast trader can go at thrust 2, but your regular A1 goes at thrust 1.
Can we tow it?
No.
No.
Okay. So do we just abandon the lady?
That's our home.
You have about an hour left. I mean, there's nothing keeping you from jumping. You can just jump.
Yeah, I say we jump with both ships to some better port, a little quieter. Talk about what we want to do with this there.
If you
Hold on.
yeah.
I'm looking at the map. We're in Bowman now. Squalia is where we're supposed to meet with Guy, right? Or are we supposed to go all the way back to Flammarion?
So long as you can make it back to some place to trade in the information via X-Boat, and you have the proof, you will get paid. Now, the job was to destroy the AI. The AI, meanwhile, as soon as you get onto the fast trader and make it out into space, it chirps up immediately and it says, to answer your question, I believe that I have the capability to home to the device. They used me to unlock the device. I have also been tampered with. I lack nomenclature information on the ship that houses the device.
Go on. Don't
Yeah.
keep us waiting. Spill the beans.
Their destination is Iterate. The device, let me look at... if the device is employed, in 5 minutes, 250 million sophonts will die. 2 billion will die within the next 2 standard years, 300 billion in 5.
What does it do?
Those are my calculations based on the surrounding political factors and my estimation on what the response will be. It cracks the planet. Iterate is the main food source for the subsector, and also helps provide food for surrounding subsectors such as District 268. Millions of sophonts will die. Millions more will die in the subsequent war, and many petty wars that will occur on multiple worlds.
Who did this?
I do not have
Will
that.
do this.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Who has the super weapon? Is it the Reavers?
It seems like that information has been removed.
Okay.
But there is something that they didn't anticipate.
You?
I can home to the device. This case that I've been put in by the people that kept me all those years, it's not my natural housing. I am part of something that existed here a long time ago. I can travel through jump space in ways that are different than you. However, if we make the jump in the way that I'm describing, I suspect... You can see like she's like trying to calculate like a bunch of stuff all at once. There's a 98% chance it will destroy the jump drive on the ship that makes the jump.
Oh, it's a good thing that we have a spare ship here.
You don't have a timetable on this weapon, do you?
They are on their way, and they left several weeks ago.
Okay. Sounds like they could arrive in Iterati imminently. I say we split the party somehow. Maybe send our NPCs with the lady. The rest of us get onto the fast trader. We use our super awesome AI hyperspace jump, one-time use only, to go straight to Iterati. And then the lady will meet up with us later to give us a ride home when we're done.
Yeah. Does this have a weapon on it? Does
Yeah, it has a dual turret, pulse laser plus sandcaster.
Okay.
You guys are talking and planning, and at some point she interrupts you and she says, "Why would you do this?
Do what?
Why jump and try to intervene with the weapon?"
Because we're not heartless.
I see.
I suppose we could just take a payday and then just leave billions of people to their death.
You could. You would be famously rich, just by destroying me and leaving.
Oh, you know what our job is then?
Yes.
I was hoping to drop that in a little more sensitive timing, but
It seemed...
nothing personal, you understand. I wish we could do otherwise.
Yeah. If you choose to make this jump, I have conditions.
Oh. Don't kill you?
No. I want the lady.
Mm.
Oh. You mean you want it to keep?
Yes.
Or just to live in? To
I
keep.
I want to explore. I want the Lady of Mercia.
Well, then we're going to be left without a ship.
Well, would you care for some crewmates?
Temporarily, I suppose.
Everything's temporary, I suppose, if you're an AI.
Eventually, I'll need an embodiment.
Oh.
Perhaps you could help me with that, and then we could find some other arrangement for you. Like, it's clear that, like, she, like, wants this permanent relationship with the lady, yeah.
What can we do but accept? The only thing is, how do we... We went to a lot of trouble and killed a guy. Several guys, I suppose. The whole reason we killed Lanlith was because we're going to, on the promise of payment. So, what's your suggestion for that?
Out of character. I'm sorry, what do you mean? Like...
Oh, I'm saying, okay. Is there a way that it can present? Can we present a fake version of you somehow that gets destroyed? Or maybe you can copy yourself to some format that could be presented as destroyed and we can get paid?
Based on the experience I had with my captors before you found me the first time, I think that is highly unlikely. After this jump, you will need to not kill me so that I can be with the Lady of Mercia.
And I have a question, Ross, just to clarify. She's not talking about she just wants to be uploaded onto the lady, but she wants it for herself. She wants, like, I'm the captain now, this is my ship, and the rest of us would just get left high and dry.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, Captain, I don't know that the payday is going to matter. It's not like we're going to have a ship anymore. We're going to be stranded wherever.
To be clear, it's not guaranteed that, assuming you live, you know, with whatever the deployment of this weapon is, I mean, just because you lose the jump drive in this ship doesn't mean you lose the ship, hypothetically. I mean, I think the two things are somewhat linked, that, you know, like, if you can survive, the ship can survive, ergo you can make it out and get it repaired. If the ship is smoked, you'll probably be smoked too, so, you know.
Oh. You're saying the fast trader, like when we get it to Iterati, its jump drive will be fried but repairable?
Yeah, it's reparable or even replaceable, but I just wanted to clarify that. I just, you know, interested to see what you all decide, but I didn't want that to be.
We would have
unclear.
to be doing that in a post-battle Iterati, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe like go to an asteroid and hide or whatever, you know, episode 5 it or something.
It would be nice if we could get our payday, but I think that killing Vanper Lanlith was its own reward. That was our good deed for a while.
Doc Ocean, what do you think?
We need to save 300 billion people.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
That's just my Hippocratic oath talking.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's no doubt about that. I just want to be clear. I mean, I don't think we have to lose the lady per se. It's like she just said she wants the ship, but like she also said, I keep saying she, but hey, it's a ship. That we could be crewmates still for a while. Right?
No, I'm liking this fast trader. I'm okay parting ways from this AI, letting her explore the universe while we take the sports car and run. Also,
I'm okay
we don't
with
have
that
to make
too.
We won't have any payments on it. We won't have any
exactly.
payments on
We
it.
wouldn't have a mortgage on this fast trader. We could just ride into the sunset with no debt.
Well, we still have the mortgage on the lady. Is she going to pay it?
I mean,
You see,
You can
I'm
go
gonna
with
ask.
her
I'm
if
gonna
you
ask
want
her
to,
that.
Captain.
You understand that
It was in your
there's.
name.
I'm gonna. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. Yes, only too true. So therefore, I say, you understand we got a mortgage on that thing, right?
Human economics seem very trivial as a barrier to my goals.
Same.
If anything, I find them fascinating. In fact, I think I like money.
Yes,
Oh my god.
it's very pleasant to have money.
Bellamy,
Uh,
I think you and the AI and lady should start your little 3-person
And then
arrangement
you
and go
guys.
off.
She says,
I'd be down with that.
a greater barrier to my ultimate goals would be to finding a suitable embodiment. I could use a crew for that purpose.
Yes, I've heard rumors of high-tech capabilities farther coreward from here.
That would be acceptable. And so the plan is to house me on the fast trader and take whatever strike forces you intend to carry, make the jump directly to Iterate, and then, assuming we survive, you will not kill me, and when we make it back to the lady, you will bring us together, and we'll cooperate.
Well,
I'm
I
okay
think,
with all of this.
yeah,
And
I
if the
think we've
fast
got a
trader
deal.
survives, might take that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Everyone else, obviously, open to if anybody wants to split the group up and go a different direction.
I mean, yeah, I've got to keep the lady, I think, but we don't have to decide. Let's see if we survive.
Yeah, if
Uh,
we survive.
you're on board the fast trader. Do you want to re-register its name or change its name on the transponder? It's something really atrocious, like the handsome trotter or something right now. It's like something like that. It's like
About
Let's
the
call
Lady
it-
of Vengeance?
I was gonna say the Wrath of Yukon.
both of those sound cool.
Wait,
those
hold
sound
up.
cool.
What was the name of Lucky Yo? Might name it after him.
The lucky
That's
yo.
actually not.
That's
That's
actually-
not bad at all. Yeah.
All right, that is pretty cool
The
too.
memorial.
The lucky yo. Are you gonna call it the lucky yo?
It might be a bad
I think-
omen, but what the hell?
Down. It's
All right.
That's another ship name, by the way. The Bad Omen.
I can home into the object to within. Go to. It has like supernatural abilities. 0.5 kilometers. But I've been tampered with. I have no information on the object or its status.
All right. So then, might as well get to it.
So can we say Isabel and Velez are definitely taking the lady the long way around? Anybody else, or do we think that we're going to bring the rest of the party plus Lothak onto the fast trader, the Lucky Yo?
Yeah, we'll bring everybody else for sure, including Lothak, yeah. If that's okay, just metagame wise, just so everybody can see it through to the end. And Isabella and Velez, yeah, they'll operate the ship, mediocre. They're not going to be a great crew, but they're going to be able to just get it somewhere to Flammarion, probably.
We're in the Bowman system now, right? So they're 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 5 jumps from Iterati.
Maybe even just try to dive for like Koenig's Rock or something. I don't know. I don't know. But
Yeah.
you can expect that to happen. No big deal. Okay, you guys ready to make this jump on the fast trader on the Lucky Yo.
Let's see what
Yeah.
our fate has in store for us.
Yep.
All right.
Big damn heroes, sir. That's us.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
And you enter a week of very painful week of jump space. The longest week of jump space you've ever had. And then finally it comes up close to 168 hours. You get your vac suit on, you get armed, you get your helmet on, you get into your duty stations, and you strap in, and jump space starts to peel around you. But it's different this time. And the whole ship, just like the grav plating, seems to shake. And for a second, you think, well, and there are a lot of different layers of this, like maybe this thing lied to us, maybe it's a piece of crap, why did I even do this? This is insane. And you can actually hear the jump drive eating itself apart, like, and there's damage and stuff, and some of the sparks start coming out of some of the panels, and there's electrical fires and everything, and you just have to hope it'll hold together and the ship won't eat itself apart and whatever this crazy thing in jump space that it's doing is. And then you exit jump. Everything goes black for a moment. And then the grav deck plating on the ship vibrates as if it's in heavy turbulence, and it's just like the grav plating is like shimmying left and right and stuff. And whoever's on the sensors like are washed out, and eventually it like flickers and comes back. You can see that you're right next to a planet, and there is readings that are overwhelming your sensors. This is like all over the place. And you realize there's just like dozens of ships over the planet. You can hear through the plating, you can hear like the ship, basically there are waves of force from things that are blowing up. And some ships are like, leaving the screen, and new sensors are coming up, and then you hear like the ship sensors like that you heard with the high and dry, like missile, and then it'll like read a false reading and then come back and stuff, and you realize that there's just like you are about half a kilometer away from a ship, which is a very, very, very close distance. So it gives away the ship that like what it's homing into, assuming that this thing was right and you could home into it, right? And it is a ship that you recognize. Over the planet, there is the long silhouette of a Sword World frigate. And waiting on everybody else. So that's where we'll end the adventure for the night.